being here with us, and we have another special guest with us. I know he is glad to be back on the coast and out of Atlanta, but Representative Jeff Jones, thank you for being here with us today. The order for the project is stated on the revised final agenda. Today we have 2 Coastal Marshland Protection Act permits and 2 Shore Protection Act permits.
Good morning. The Marshland Trail project is being proposed by the city of Tybee Island. It's located adjacent to US Highway 80 North in Tybee Island, Georgia. And the project is to construct and maintain a bike path and a pedestrian path along an existing power line and utility maintenance road on Tybee. I'd like to introduce Alton Brown, who will be presenting the project.
So the project, obviously the project is located on the north end of Tybee, north of Highway 80. The project purpose is to construct a bike path for public use. The bike path will total about almost 6,000 feet. It'll include a granite surface and 8 bridges across coastal Marshlands areas. The boardwalks will total about 1,624 feet, and the area of shading is about almost a third of an acre. The project is located within an existing utility easement. As you can see, the power lines, the power company has an access easement. So they are staying within the footprint of that existing easement and existing railroad bed. The boardwalk itself, over the coastal Marshlands, this gives you a cross-section of it, and as you can see below, the total is 1,624 feet. There are various widths associated with each of the 8 crossings. In addition to the boardwalks, for pedestrian and bike use, there's also going to be temporary impact associated with installation of silt fence, and no equipment will be operated in the marsh. That's just, we identified areas where someone would need to manually install, so it'll be foot traffic only, and again, it is temporary. Total impacts for the project, again, 0.31 for the bridges over the coastal Marshlands areas, and 0.13 for installation of the silt fence.
The public notice to the Coastal Marshlands Protection Project ran March 4th through April 3rd, and one comment was received from the Beachy River people concerning the maintenance of the trail along the dynamic marsh edge. The applicant has responded to the comments received. Should the committee determine that the standard project, or that the proposed project is in the public interest, department staff recommends the following special conditions. During construction, equipment other than what is required to perform work, materials or debris may not be placed or disposed of or stored in marsh jurisdictional areas. If the elevated bridges or boardwalks fall into disrepair because of original factors that are site-specific, no riprap or fill is authorized, and the permitting may be required to provide a post-construction survey.
No question? Oh, go ahead. Okay. If there are no questions, no further comment, what's the pleasure of the committee?
I'll make a motion to approve the recommendations of the staff.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? All in favor of the project, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you very much.
George and Smith from Thomas & Hutton, the design engineers for the project, and also Lee Hughes, spokesman on behalf of the applicant. The project consists of revitalizing the property and extending the existing riverfront plaza to the project site. The existing power plant will be converted to a hotel and other amenities will be constructed on site. The riverfront plaza, which terminates at the eastern property boundary, will be extended along the property's river frontage, and once constructed, it will be turned over to the city of Savannah for public use. As part of the project, a new steel sheet pile bulkhead will be installed in front of the existing deteriorating bulkhead. A new pile-supported riverwalk extension, which includes a 16-foot wide platform at the northern end of Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, will be constructed. Impacts total 34,703 square feet. The existing bulkhead, which is structurally compromised, will be replaced with a new one. The new one is needed to support the proposed river wall. The new bulkhead will total 1,092 linear feet. 5,868 square feet of backfill will be required in the narrow void between the new and old bulkhead. The pile-supported river wall platform was designed to match the dimensions of the existing river wall and will total 27,619 square feet. The new river wall will be for public access and enjoyment. At the northern terminus of MLK will be a 16-foot platform extension, which will be for additional public access and enjoyment of the waterway, and totals 1,216 square feet. This platform extension will serve as the city's new public entrance to the entire Savannah riverfront. All structures are proposed over open water and no impact to vegetated salt marsh will occur as part of the project. The project will not impact navigation as confirmed by the Savannah Harbor pilots. The structures will be a minimum of 62 feet from the federal navigation channel and will extend no further than 45 feet into the waterway, where the river is 830 feet wide. The project is proposed is in the public's best interest, as it provides a great public good, all while incurring only a minimal effect on the environment. The new extension of Savannah's Riverfront Plaza will service the more than 12 million people who visit River Street each and every year, providing a great economic boost to Savannah, Chatham County, and the state of Georgia. With respect to the proposed special conditions, we worked closely with staff throughout the permitting process, and we're a little surprised about special condition 1 earlier this week. So we therefore respectfully request that special condition 1 be deleted for the following reasons. Finding 23 in the findings and recommendations states that the performance platform will be an entertainment venue where the general public can view events, and that conducting and viewing such events is not a water-dependent activity. It also states that the platform has raised concerns over conflicts between recreational and commercial vessels. So I would just like to take this opportunity to clarify exactly what the true nature and purpose of this platform is. It's not a separate structure, but is simply a 16-foot widening of the proposed river wall at the north end of MLK. It's not only an integral part of this project, but it's a key civic component to the city of Savannah's Martin Luther King Boulevard redevelopment corridor. I have a couple of handouts here. One is a letter of support from the city of Savannah, and Pete Shonker from the city was wanted to be here but could not make it. Also, you'll be getting a map that shows the location of the performance platform. Because of this unique location off the end of MLK at the beginning of the Riverfront Plaza, it's perfectly suited to serve as the city's new public entrance to the entire riverfront, and will serve as an entrance point for residents and tourists to begin their travels along the water. This new entry point will be a place where people visiting River Street can conveniently park in the adjacent proposed parking garages to gather and enjoy the view of the Savannah River from the proposed platform and move on to the shops and restaurants located along River Street. Although there could potentially be some sort of public street performer utilizing this location periodically, as is seen up and down River Street every day, it's not intended to act as a specific venue for scheduled entertainment events. The proposed use of the platform is for public access and enjoyment of the waterway, which is the same as proposed for the new river wall, and is the same as currently allowed and commonplace up and down the existing tile-supported riverfront plaza. Because this component of the project will be for high-volume access to the waterway, public enjoyment, and as such must be located over the waterway, we believe it is in the public's best interest and is justified. Also, the platform will not cause a conflict between recreational and commercial vessels. The applicant spent considerable time and effort working with the Savannah Harbor pilots to specifically address navigation concerns, and received a letter from them in support of the project, which was provided to staff and is just part 3 of your handout.
Pleasure of the committee.
Make a motion, sir. I'll go with the staff.
We have a motion to accept the staff project with the staff's special conditions. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second. Is there any further discussion?
The only thing I would say is that, I think that the fact that the city of Savannah is interested in this project the way it is a factor for me, as well as the Savannah bar pilots, not seeing it as a concern. To me, I was trying to figure out if these private boats are gonna be there, and it seems like that they can't legally be there without the tie-up in the morning, because the larger ships are gonna come down, and it's just not gonna be feasible for them to be in that location. So I was just gonna make that as a comment.
Would you, go ahead.
I can see that this is kind of on the bend of the river, and I can see that on the bend of a river, you've got a better view on each side, so I can understand why they would pick that particular location to want to have a wider view of what's going on both sides of the river. And I can also understand that it's a more beautiful location to build this here versus a place that is on the river. So those are my comments.
I would be in favor of the platform too.
Okay, all right, let me clarify, let me clarify from the chairman's position. We have a motion to accept the project as is. We would vote on that. We would vote on that, and then, if it fails, we can have another motion. So, all in favor of the staff's recommendation, of the motion made, reply by aye.
Aye.
Have two ayes, all opposed by no?
No.
Nice. Chair votes no, we'll revisit. Okay, do I have another motion?
I move to approve without the first special condition.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. I believe it didn't. Yes, it did. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
Thank you. We've had a lot of good discussion. I've heard a lot of great comment. The chair votes aye.